Hey guys, I have a Christmas present. It is the Weijang. I'm not really exactly sure. I've seen it said both ways. It's part of their Computron combiner. This is Nosecone. He came with this accessory that I altered a bit. You'll see why in robot mode. He came with a sword, and I gave him a gun. So, just in his vehicle mode, you can already see how really cool he is. I swear parts of him are actually metal. I can't prove it because metal can be cold and it's a little bit chilly here, so not quite able to tell. Anyway, he does not have any rolling wheels, and you can see his hands. But other than that, everything looks really, really nice. There's absolutely no articulation except I can't do it one-handed. I'm not setting up on the thing. Those fold in, but that's for robot mode. Now, I'm not going to be talking about his combiner mode today because honestly, if he's the only part I have and will have for the foreseeable future, it's not really worth talking about. We're just going to look at robot and vehicle mode. And we're all out of vehicle mode. He's got some good weight to him. He's actually really big. I don't have anything else in vehicle mode to compare him to, so let's just grab a. If you know how big the Micromasters from the War for Cybertron trilogy are, you know how big the little Rise of the Beast weapons guys are. This is him beside one of them. He's rather large. So give me just a second to set up a little bit different and we'll continue. And we're back at a different angle. So his sword and gun pick thing have a rail system to make. Is it a pike or a halberd? I don't know. I don't remember what it takes to be a halberd. Anyway, to transform him, this is going to take me a few seconds, so please bear with me. I've only transformed him once because his robot mode is so much more impressive than I thought it would be. I got him for vehicle mode. But, yeah. Anyway, sorry, I just had to zone out for a second to make sure I knew what I was doing. Bring the arms up. These. They're supposed to just hinge up. Then you split the entire back section. Part of his combiner peg came unscrewed. So I've got to put that back together later, maybe with a longer screw. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, this is the difficult. Okay, as soon as I say difficult part, it comes out. You undo the legs from there. Flip them over. The way I like to do it is hinge that down one. Open that up. Foot. Heel. Same on this side. Bend that down. Flip that. foot, heel. So now they're starting to get a little bit of height. Let me try some here. What I need is either an actual tripod or a better flexible arm. Anyway, bring his arms down at the shoulder. Pull that out. Down at the shoulder. Pull that out. We're going to pose him a little bit. Now you separate that. Rotate it. Put it there. To get to his head, it's easier if you undo all of this. You pull it up until it clicks twice. I have trouble with that, so I'm going to do it off camera. I will be right back. Okay, I've got his head pulled up. So now you just rotate it. I put a little bit extra paint on him because it just looks better than a yellow chunk. So let's bring this back up because I just think it looks better. Close that back up. Pull these back up. And here he is in robot mode. Before I show any more, I'm going to take my camera off of the arm and straighten this up. Alright, we are back vertical so you can see how tall he is. I don't really have anything to compare him to that's not going to take a bit of work, but here is Core Class Rise of the Beasts RC, and she only comes up to about his knee. So this guy is easily Voyager sized. Easily. I might even go as far as saying small leader. But either way, this boy is big. So let's get RC out of the way. Thank you for your help. Now, the thing is, he's supposed to hold his weapon like this. Yeah, that's kind of dumb. So I made it a handle. And it just... Hold on. Alright, I am back. It is in his hand just like that, instead of holding it all the way down here. I put his gun in too, because I didn't want to have to go off camera again. In all honesty, you've seen all the articulation he has. His head turns. His shoulders do the full 360. And, they come out as far as they need to. Elbows do a thing. Hands just have a little bit of back and forth. Hips are on a universal. Got a double jointed knee. Okay, I was wrong. He does have a single ball joint. It's on his foot. But, you saw how that works. And the heel goes in and out. The heels don't like to cooperate with me, and that's why he falls over so much. That's user error, though. I will not blame this figure for it at all. Just because they're his heels doesn't mean it's not my fault. I take blame where blame is due. So, yeah, this is a really good figure. He's still got, really good everything. And honestly, I'm thinking about tracking down the rest of them. Just because of how good he is. And I kind of like combiners. I want a big combiner. But yeah, do I recommend him? Very much. Do I recommend him at a specific price? I don't know. Honestly, mine's a bootleg, and I got him for like $3. So I don't know how much he's supposed to be exactly. But I do recommend you get him. Get him and the others. Do it. So yeah, let's talk about the combiner peg real quick. They are in his knee. It is in his knee. It's weird because it's a single peg, but it's split into two for transformation. So like, yeah. So yeah, I gotta put this back on. The screw I do not believe is long enough, and I do have a longer screw. I just have to find my little screwdrivers, a little set that's got them. Because no, I'm not gonna combine him. If I get more, I'm just gonna get like the whole set all at once. But yeah, he just looks weird with a gap in one knee and not the other. So yeah, he is definitely recommended. Watch out for that. I don't know if that's how it is on the official. I don't know. Screws are weird. Too many different sizes. I understand why different sizes. I just hate that different sizes. Highly recommended. Definitely get him. Catch you next time.